Hello, everyone. Welcome in. This is your next 24 to 36 hours worth of energy. It's a collective um, messages, and basically, it's just things that you could expect to see, hear, experience over the next 24 to 36 hours. I hope everybody's doing well and doing good. And I guess we can get started here. Okay, angels and guides. Oh, my cards are sticking. Okay, angels and guides. Those that has good, please, with the messages for the collective. What do we need to know at this time, please? What's coming in first? Got some truth. Hey, Bailey, welcome in. Okay. This is basically some sort of clarity comes in, cutting through something, and this one's always like getting ready to jump into some action. It's all about, discovery of self and adventure. And then it's just gracefully accepting the change of things. So let's see. What is this, please? What do we have for this first time? What is the clarity and everything we need to know before we jump into everything? You got the strength with the stars, and strong communication is coming in. It almost feels like, well, it's hopeful again. And this right here is like gracefully accepting change. It just feels like some form of communication might be coming in, getting some clarity on how to jump and move forward with the round table. And the swans. Wow. With the, it feels like a miracle. And somebody figured out how to solve a problem in order for somebody to have a new beginning. And it's, don't worry. Wow. And making the stable changes. And it's coming through a friend. Communication, again. This emperor. You don't say. You don't say, do ya? Okay, what is this? Spirit, what can you tell me? You got the emperor here. And there's two communication cards. And it does feel like making some like stable changes or doing something. It's an unexpected offer from out of nowhere. There's the offer again. It might be a small offer. Death, but it'll certainly change something for this Queen of Swords here. What is this? So there is, somebody's taking some action here. It feels like to tell you. What is that? I just seen the world. What is this? What are we talking about here? Oh, this deck. What are we talking about? Because you got the Nine of Wands with the King of Wands. There's been a death here. Something has changed. Which it does feel like, things change every day. So it doesn't have to be that big of an ordeal. Something is not what it seems. But something is dead on. Wow. With the chocolate, with the eclipse, transformed. What has transformed here? What has transformed? Okay, there's the blocks. Ace of Cups. What? Something keeps moving ahead. Because I'm seeing the 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck, you've got the 9 of Wands. So something is progressing here with the Ace of Cups, and somebody's overthinking this. Temperance. And 4 of Cups. Again, this is definitely an offer. Yeah, somebody definitely wants to, I heard coexist, but with the 3 of Pentacles, that's like co-create. Somebody wants to co-create here. Because like that's their judgment. They want something to work. The Tower. So there's a lot of change. I will definitely say that. 6 of Pentacles. But I keep seeing stuff here about, God, I feel super itchy. I mean, when it's progressing like this, then that means something is moving forward. You also have the do not worry, but you have lots of transformation here. So what is this that's actually changing? What is the Tower? What's transforming here? And somebody's just sitting back gracefully accepting it. Like, okay, something unexpected. Somebody's going to take the lead. What is this? It could be somebody's boss. But you've got the stalemate, the Bear, and then the Hermit. And the Mask. There's something hidden here. What is the hiddenness? It's like whatever this changes, somebody's hiding something because you have all of this change and something's going to come in unexpectedly. And somebody is just, they're going to be successful in whatever this is. But then you've got the game of chess. Well, it's not the game of chess, it's the stalemate, but it's chess pieces. And it's kind of talking about somebody's strategy. But it's like they're hiding something. What is this actually? Can you just tell me what it is? Like, what's hidden here and what's the change? Which that might be what it is, that the thing that's hidden is actually the change. What is this? It's the King of Swords. Their judgment, and they're trying to confuse you. Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. What's the 7 of Cups? You get the King and Queen of Swords with the judgment call here, and it's confusing about what they're trying to do. They might like lowball you or give you like a low offer, but it's the 6 of Cups. Because you got the Ace of Pentacles with the Page of Cups here. And the 8 of Cups. You might want to walk away. 10 of Cups. What it's doing is this push. Okay, this whole thing feels confusing to me. Because it's 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. Meaning there's progression there as well. Something is going ahead. The Hanged Man. You might just sit back and think about it for a little while. This has to do with somebody's stability, their home, or, you know, something like that. Where basically you could just be sitting around and all of a sudden you get some form of communication from this Emperor who's got an idea. They're going to take some action because you have an Emperor, and then I'm seeing the King of Fire, which is, well, the King of Wands, which is the action taker, with the King of Swords now, which is the one who's like making logical, they're trying to do something logical and by the book here. It's like they might be actually pointing out some things to you. And I've seen the Ace of Cups again too. Like, it feels like they mean it with kindness. It's a wish granted, the mother lode, and it's an adventure. Which, however the adventure might play out, this biker character, they feel like the weight of the world is on them. Okay, so long story short, whoever this person is going to reach out to you, they're going to do it in such a swift way. Like, swift, super fast. Then you've got the freedom with the fireworks. It's supposed to be a surprise. But it's a gamble. It does feel like it's going to be a gamble, and that might be why it's kind of like, what is happening? But it's like somebody is trying to obtain some goals here, and it feels like it's a surprise. And it's because I think the thing that's hidden is they're doing it because they care. And it might be that they know that something's going on with you or happening with you. And so it feels like they just do a surprise or an offer, and you're shocked by it. So I guess just during this time frame, just expect to get some form of communication that is going to move something forward for you. And I just want to say, it does feel like the reason why this person, whoever is contacting you or you're talking to about this, their hidden motive in it is because they care. So, because a part of me feels like you don't know that. The High Priestess, no, you don't. It's a secret. It's like they're doing it like secretly, but it's really they're doing it because they care. Okay. Alrighty. So that's the first time frame. I'll pick up all these cards. It definitely feels like a surprise, though, just so you know. All right. Oh my goodness. My left ear is super, or my right ear is super itchy. Okay, what do we have coming in after that, please? After that, what do we need to know? Master Maker. Somebody might have, they're pointing down at her. It's like, I want this one to just himself. This himself is lit up. He's got an idea. Wow, with Ecstatius. This person moves so slow. They're very, very slow. But it does feel like slow and steady wins the race. Doing something slow here. There's so many things lit up, though. It's like somebody lit a match and they're pointing down. What is this? It's almost like I want to say something like she gave me the idea or she motivated me. But it's like this person goes so slow. It feels like a snail's pace. And somebody gets the motivation, though. It becomes like a rapture. What is this? In this time frame. An obstacle has been overcome. Believing in somebody's power. This white wolf now has like a confidence. What is that? This emperor. What do you call this? They're definitely on the path of, they discovered something. They're seeking the truth. They found their way. And they're going to strike while the iron is hot. An overflow. And they're steering clear. You've got the sun with the heart. With the tree. What am I talking about? And I keep just hearing that part of let freedom ring. Like that's the only part that's in my head. It's let freedom in. Yeah, Seven of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles. Wow, and the Ten of Cups. Justice. What is the behind the scenes? What? The Fool. What is the Seven of Swords? I've heard Seven of Swords, please. They're keeping this offer a secret. This new beginning, they have a bright look to the future. Patience. This person is they're moving like at a snail's pace, but it feels like it's towards the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. This is good energy, but they are going back and forth on something. Yeah, this person's overthinking something. This King of Swords person. This person does not want to have any regrets. Then you get the offer. It's like they want to be sweet about something. What is happening? The World. The Six of Cups with the Death card. What is going on here, please, Spirit? It feels kind of like the energy kind of feels detached in a way. Like it feels like I have to really reach. What is this? What's happening here? It's a claiming, networking, uncertain, knowledge. It's like, okay, so it's like himself. He gets this idea. This might be somebody who goes back and forth a lot. They really overthink something. That's why they're going so slow with it. But it's like they might want to like show appreciation, or they're trying to gather some certain things, but they're uncertain about like information and how to execute the plan. You know what this really feels like? This energy feels like somebody is just doing something. I don't know what it is they're doing. It almost feels like they keep getting like lost in thought, and they keep coming up with these ideas. It's almost like somebody's got a task that they're doing, but they're trying to master something, and they're thinking about it, and it's like, okay, I can execute it this way. And then they go on their day. It's almost like daydreaming, I want to say, or somebody's just kind of like spacing out. It's really what this energy feels like. What is the ecstasias? Because ecstasias is a, like somebody gets like a physical reaction, but it's they're like motivated. Okay. It's the empty nest. Dear John, what is that? Like something is just not. You got the yes card. This person keeps getting like this overflow of emotion of like being by themselves or feeling rejected or the cold, hard truth. And then you get the yes. What is the yes? Within a few months, twin toss, this pioneer. This could have been going on for a few months. Then you get the truth. This biker. Oh, jeez. So it feels like you've got a person who like, and that might be what it is. They're a lone wolf. They're somebody who doesn't really do much, like as far as like family and all of that. It feels like you might have changed their mind to make them kind of look at something. This person might just want to be on the road or something. And they're trying to like conquer something. But it feels like the main thing is that there's this masculine now where somebody like, it feels like striking a match, lit fire under this one, and now they're lit up. And they're getting like emotions, they're feeling actual emotions here about like no one's home with the moving on. And they're struggling with it, I want to say. So what does that have to do with this? What is the action in this? Okay, the perfect time. Okay, so you got perfect timing with developing over time. That's probably why you get a little bit slow here, because it's taken so long for this person to plan something. What are they planning? What are they planning here? Can you tell me what their plan is? Oh, the Fool. What? What? It's the Fool with the Empress. This person feels like they're ready to make you their Empress. And that just flew out. The Fool. What's that? You got the Lacking. And I miss you when you're gone. Mm-hmm. Wow, this masculine here is like, it feels like they feel sad, or it's like they miss you when you're gone. This has been going on for so long. You might have told this person like no. And like something with them taking forever. It's like, make me an offer, or just, I don't know. It feels, I don't want to say that it feels like an ultimatum. It doesn't feel like an ultimatum. It's just kind of like, you might have blocked this person. I mean, you could have. You got the blocking. But it could really very well be that you're standing your ground like, no, I'm not taking anything less than what it is that I want. And this is what I want. You want a relationship, or you want something. It doesn't have to, always be a relationship. That's just how I'm, it very well could be. Wow, 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups. And it's just kind of like, this is what I want. And I don't want anything other than that. Wow, you're very strong about how it is that you're feeling. Like, this feels like this is somebody who's like, no, I plan and want to be married. I'm not interested in like lone wolfy, I'm here now, gone tomorrow type of energy. And it feels like you've, set your boundaries. And now this person is like missing you. Okay. It didn't really tell me what they were going to do. Wow. And then I split the deck and you got the Chariot. So their judgment is, wow. Then you got the Emperor. An Empress deserves to have an Emperor. So I'm going to move forward in such a way to be in the Emperor here. So now the lone wolf does not want to, feels like they want to come home. I don't know. It does feel like there's a masculine though that's feeling like, my house isn't a home because it's empty. And this person keeps getting like caught in their head and thinking about it. So it feels like, because I keep hearing words like impressionable, you left an impression on this person, like all of that. You literally lit this one up, if you can tell and see here, they're lit up. You got everything lit up for this person. Okay. God, something does feel really slow. The energy feels really slow. Really, really slow. Like it's dragging. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to do one more as far as... Hey, Miss Thing. One more before we come back. Oops. Before we come back. Oh my gosh. What do you have, please, before we come back? to know before we come back. Lady of the Harvest. Somebody's tired. This feels like after a long day. What? You might have released something. What is Romeo here? I just seen the new beginning of the union. What is this? What is this here with the Lady of the Harvest? Because this is all about like releasing something, letting something go, cutting down the harvest so more can grow. But it comes with the Singer of Chalices, which is like the Ace of Cups in this deck, and then it comes with Taum, which is somebody who they have clear sight, they don't get into any mischief, and they sit there, they're stone, so they're just sitting there. And then you got the Union. So what is this? Change of Heart. You get the Big Yes card again. Something is right at the perfect time. There's opportunity here. It feels like doors are unlocking. And then you got the communication. You might be expressing yourself to this one. And it feels like you might be talking to this person about some form of agreement or promise or partnership, something like that. But it's like, feels like a compromise or being bold about it. Balance. Something is deeper. There's an awareness here. But it's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new for me. Wow, and then you got communication again. This is balanced communication. I want to say it's balanced. And Ace of Swords. It feels like somebody might be just tired and they're talking. And it feels like loving communication. And they're talking to this one, but this one is just looking this way and not looking towards her. What is this? Reciprocation. This is reciprocated conversation. Justice. Three of Cups. The numbers 33 might be relevant. Ten of Pentacles. What is this? Something is reciprocated. But it almost feels like, okay, so this is what we have on the table. We're putting everything in together, like putting everything into the pot together. But at the same time, we can go off and do what we have to do separately. Justice. What is this? It feels balanced. It's balanced communication that goes back and forth. And how to... This might have to do with finances. Ow, ow, ow. Just put my hair. This might have to do with some sort of finances. But that doesn't make sense because you've got the Ace of Cups here. Like a rock. Okay, this might be with the masculine who's at work. They're just stuck on something. So this might be you're having a conversation with somebody and they're working or they're doing something like that and they're trying to bring something together and they feel kind of stuck. So it feels like they might reach out to you to get some pointers on it or something like that. And it feels like they're just listening to you, but they're also communicating as well. with you, back and forth. Three of Swords. It's like the, what? Ace of Cups. This person is definitely an overthinker. This could be definitely somebody who, when they're working, they're in their head. Even though they're working and they're doing stuff, it's like they get lost in their thoughts, just thinking all the time. And why is the Three of Swords, Five of Wands here? Show me that, please. Because you've got the Seven of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. Within a few days, there's some value and some satisfaction. Family. What does that have to do with the Three of Swords, though? Let me ask that again, because that doesn't make any sense. That might be what it is that it's taking so long for something to come to fruition. But why would that be Three of Swords? Clarify the Three of Swords, please. Three of Swords and Five of Wands. Why is the Three of Swords, Five of Wands here? The Moon. Oh, it's the King of Swords hiding how they're feeling. This person, whoever the king is here, wow. They're lacking something, or they feel like they're lacking in order to have something come together. So that's what the Three of Swords, Five of Wands is. It's like they're doing an inner battle. Three of Cups. Well, you got 5, 5, 5. 5, 5, 5. 10 of Pentacles. It feels like whatever this part is, it's like they want to do whatever change, because it feels like they're trying to hide what it is that they're feeling. Wow. And then Five of Cups, that came out. You got all the fives. This King of Wands feels like they are going to take the necessary changes that they need to, and they're going to come up with a bright idea. They've been watching you, and they want to put something on the map, or they could be following the map, something like that. Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords. Death. They want something to change. It feels like that's the clearest way I can put it. So the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands is like it's an internal battle that they've been facing. And because it feels like it's because they don't have enough, or because of there's some form of change that they want to have the Fool. They want a new beginning with you. The Tower. They want to bring in some change. And it feels like they're trying to hold on to control and get something to move forward. But it feels like because they're stuck in their head. Now, this does feel like it's going to be a slow process, because there's like a lot of waiting. And plus, again, here, I want to go back up here to Tatum here. This one here. This is a stone person. He's not going to say much. This is a person that you might have in your energy or in your life that they hold a lot of stuff in, but they try not to get into any mischief. This is just, they feel a lot and they don't say a lot. And this could be a person you're already letting go of because you need to have positive change. This person is tired. The feminine in this is really tired. This is like someone who's been working all day and doing what they have to do. And even though you love this person, this feels like an energy of, let them go. If you love them, let them go. If they come back, they do. So it feels like before we come back, you're just, it does feel like in this time frame, wow, yeah, there's lots of communication. Wow. There's lots of communication that needs to be had. So that might just be what it is over the next 24 to 36 hours. You're just communicating with people that you need to have conversations with, and you might be surprised because it feels like somebody is, wow, can't even make it up. That just keeps coming out. More communication. You're just talking with someone, and it feels like going over ideas, and this is something that's been developing. I keep wanting to say that this isn't just overnight. Magnets, you both want this, but it's hidden. I told you it's hidden. And somebody's at a crossroads because they don't really know core value. And this Emperor, you definitely, wow, and then there it is again, communication. You have an Emperor over the next day or two that you're talking to, and they keep coming up with ideas. Like, I want to do this, or how about we do this, or how about we do that? It does feel like there's a masculine now who is like ready or wants to take charge, is what it feels like is going to be happening. Okay. So I'm going to leave that there. Hi guys. I'm sorry, I just looked up at the thing. But I'm going to leave that here. And I will come back in a little while. I don't know exactly when. I'll put out a notification, but I'll come back in a little while and do questions. Okay. So thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye guys.